मनो हि हेतुः सर्वेषाम् इन्द्रियाणां प्रवर्तने शुभाशुभास्वस्थासु तच्च मे सुव्यवस्थितम् मनो हि हेतुः सर्वेषाम्
मनो हि हेतुः सर्वेषां मनो हि हेतुः सर्वेषाम्
इन्द्रियाणां प्रवर्तने
इन्द्रियाणां प्रवर्तने इन्द्रियाणां प्रवर्तने
शुभाशुभास्वस्थासु
शुभाशुभास्वस्थासु शुभाशुभास्वस्थासु
तच्च मे सुव्यवस्थितम्
तच्च मे सुव्यवस्थितम् तच्च मे सुव्यवस्थितम्
मनो రెండు పాదాలు కలిపి చెప్దాం मनो हि हेतुः सर्वेषाम् इन्द्रियाणां प्रवर्तने
मनो हि हेतुः सर्वेषाम् इन्द्रियाणां प्रवर्तने मनो हि हेतुः सर्वेषाम् इन्द्रियाणां प्रवर्तने
शुभाशुभास्वस्थासु तच्च मे सुव्यवस्थितम्
शुभाशुभास्वस्थासु तच्च मे सुव्यवस्थितम् शुभाशुभास्वस्थासु तच्च मे सुव्यवस्थितम्.
Okay, now I request our Guru Garu to explain the meanings.
Here actually the mental condition and introspection by Hanuman is described in this shloka. What is the context of this shloka? Hanuman was searching for Sita Devi in the entire palace of Ravana. Particularly, he entered into the bedroom of Ravanasura also. There, Ravana is not alone. All his wives they are also sleeping in different postures. We do not know how many postures we also will be doing during our sleep. Hanuman has to continue his search among the ladies only. Then he got a doubt. Previously, he never saw any lady sleeping. The first time he is seeing. Normally, that is objectionable. మన క్లాస్లో తర్వాత మాట్లాడతాం. So now he got a doubt. Am I doing the right thing or am I doing a wrong thing? Then immediately there is nobody to guide him, in addition to supporting or objecting to the behavior of Hanuman. Then immediately he himself has to continue his thoughts. Then he got an idea. Then ultimately, what is the one that is going to decide whether I am right or wrong? My mind alone. Is my mind attracted by the ladies of Ravana? No. But what is that mind doing? The mind is continuously, concentratedly focusing on the ladies, whether this lady is Sita Devi or that lady is Sita Devi or some other lady is Sita Devi. Even though his full attention is on the body positions and the faces of all the ladies, his mind is not attracted. So ultimately he decided, yes, my mind is very pure. Normally the mind decides whether the thing done is right or wrong. The intention, normally that what we call intention, action is one thing. The action is always guided by the intention of the person who is doing that mistake or crime. In my case, yes, physically observing others ladies is objectionable, but because of the conditions I have to do it. Even this doing is right or wrong, then not the physical action, but my mind has to be examined. Now my mind is, normally mind is the most important instrument in deciding the things. That's what he says. Mano hi hetu sarvesham indriyanam pravartane. In the action of all the senses, mind is the most important one. In the good things or bad, shubha avasthasu or ashubha avasthasu. In doing the good things or in the bad conditions. Both the things, mind is ultimately to be verified. It is to be observed. Tachame suvyavisthitam. Now, when I come to that mind purity, yes, my mind is perfectly pure. I am not attracted by all these ladies. My mind is just only concentrated on the searching for the Sita Devi, that's all. Nothing else. My mind is pure. So I am not doing any wrong thing. Like that, he has to assert himself with respect to dharma. That is most important. This kind of situations may come to us also. Because of the official conditions, we may be forced to do certain things which are normally not done by other good people. But even then, are you personally involved in the wrong thing at mind level? If you are pure, then that sin will not come to you. This is the moral what we can take from this shloka. This kind of situation will come to everybody in the lifetime. Most important, then the condition you have to apply for yourself. Nobody else will be there with you to support you or to object you. You yourself will be the judge. Your mind is the thing that is to be observed. You have that kind of mind which is always pure, then you will be safe. Okay? Yes, sir. Now next shloka, sir.
Sir, yeah, we will chant the whole shloka, full shloka once, and then we'll go to the, sorry, sir. We did not do the full shloka. We did two to bar. So we'll chant once again the whole shloka. Okay. Mano hi hetu sarvesham indriyanam pravartane shubha shubha swavasthasu taccha me suvyavasthitam.
मनोहिहेतु सर्वेषाम् इन्द्रियाणां प्रवर्तने शुभाशुभास्वस्थासु तच्च मे सुव्यवस्थितम् मनोहिहेतु सर्वेषाम् इन्द्रियाणां प्रवर्तने शुभाशुभास्वस्थासु तच्च मे सुव्यवस्थितम्.
So now we will go to the next shloka. We'll go to shloka number 18. Drishtam antah puram sarvam drishta ravana yoshitah nasita drishyate sadhvi vritha jato mama shramaha. Those are the words. Drishtamantah puram sarvam.
दृष्टमन्तः पुरं सर्वं दृष्टमन्तः पुरं सर्वं
दृष्टा रावणयोषितः
दृष्टा रावणयोषितः दृष्टा रावणयोषितः
न सीता दृश्यते साध्वी
न सीता दृश्यते साध्वी न सीता दृश्यते साध्वी
वृथा जातो मम श्रमः
वृथा जातो मम श्रमः वृथा जातो मम श्रमः.
Two columns together. दृष्टमन्तः पुरं सर्वं दृष्टा रावणयोषितः
दृष्टमन्तः पुरं सर्वं दृष्टा रावणयोषितः दृष्टमन्तः पुरं सर्वं दृष्टा रावणयोषितः
न सीता दृश्यते साध्वी वृथा जातो मम श्रमः
न सीता दृश्यते साध्वी वृथा जातो मम श्रमः न सीता दृश्यते साध्वी वृथा जातो मम श्रमः.
Now you can explain this.
Yes. Now you see one more important shloka of Sundarakanda. Now actually he himself has continued his search among the ladies. he verified with the inputs available with him, and then he compared each lady with the characteristics described by Sri Rama. My Sita Devi will be like this, her face will be like that, she will be doing like that. Like that, several things he got some inputs from Sri Rama and Lakshmana. Now he verified with the sleeping ladies, where those characteristics will be matching anywhere. Nowhere. You know how many ladies he must have verified? 7,000 ladies were verified. 7,000 ladies in Ravana's Antapura. In English, what we call Antapura, harem. Antapura. Harem means Antapura. That is the place, the palace of the ladies of the king or emperor. Normally that is called harem. Here he says, Drushtam Antapuram Sarvam. Every nook and corner of this palace I have verified. I have checked. I searched. Drushtara, but what I saw? Drushta Ravana. The ladies are seen by me, but not Sita Devi. Nasita Drushyate Sadhi. The great Sita Devi is not seen. I could not find her. But only I am finding other ladies who are the wives of Ravana. Then again, his search part, whatever he wanted to search, he completely searched that part. In that phase, he could not locate. Then what happened? He immediately got disheartened, demoralized. Immediately his own energy running down. He is going into depression. Immediately, that's depression also actually is described. Urdha jato mama sramaha, urdha jata, all my efforts have become a waste. Now he is stuck up with a depression. That is, he has fixed up his target. Yes, I have to reach Lanka. That target he has accomplished. I have to enter, I have to search in all the other houses. That part he has done. Now I have to search in the Ravana's house also, palace also, I have seen. But ultimately, crossing all the hurdles, ultimately what is the one he wants? He wants to find out Sita Devi. That he could not see. Has he done any efforts or not? He has done tremendous efforts. Crossing the ocean, entering into Lanka, at the gate actually beating that Lankini, and then going in a small shape, reaching all the houses, verifying everywhere, very fast way. He has completed all these things within about 2 to 3 hours time. And he could enter into the main building of Ravana himself. Not even air god Vayudeva also will be afraid to enter into Ravana's house. Forget about others. That he has entered. And he has verified, he has searched it. But ultimately, when it comes to the result part, what he wanted, he could not see. Definitely, it's quite natural. He goes into depression. Ourselves, we must have got this depression long back. But his depression started at the late stage. Normally, what happens once the depression comes? The energy levels of the mind come down. Then he goes into weakness. He may fall down. He may be defeated. Ultimately, somebody else, that fellow may be killed also. He may be doing wrong things. So normally, this is a description of all the human beings when they take up any project. This kind of situation will occur to everybody. We have done several hundreds of projects. After several years of hard work, on the last day when we are making a demo program to our superior officer, that moment systems fail. We went to Rashtrapati Bhavan to make a presentation. Rashtrapati, that is Bharat Rashtra, President of India. Within 5 minutes, he is entering into the hall. Then at that moment, the computer stopped functioning. You can see my tension at that moment. We are not having any leisure. Within 5 minutes, the president is going to occupy his chair. My system just stopped functioning. Then what to do? And in those days, 25 years back, rerunning the system will take another 10 minutes. Then what to do? I cannot shut down. Shutting down also you are taking more time. So the depression starts. But you have no other go. You cannot escape from Rashtrapati Bhavan. You have to do something. Yes, we did it. Exactly this shloka helped us. Yes, let us again recoup our energies. Let us make efforts. Immediately shut down. And then let us keep the president active with something else. Meanwhile, let the system be running. By God's grace, the system started functioning. By the time he entered, the door was open. He came out. Then we started garlanding him, making some small presentations. Immediately on the other side, the computer started functioning. So by the time the president came to his seat, already the computer was functioning. So though we entered into a depression, we came out of the depression and the program was a grand success. Today, if at all we are making a meeting here like this, that is because of the success on that day. Like that, actually, the depression will come to everybody when you are executing big projects. But we should not leave it. Let us find out some ways and means to overcome the depression and then make the program successful. That success will make you to take you some other success also. A series of successes. The first depression is the most dangerous. So always we must be cautious. So children, though the depression may come to you, never be afraid of. We have plenty of chances, plenty of opportunities. Let us go ahead. Okay, the depression is only first depression only, but we will come out of it. Okay, so keep this shloka very important. Vardha jato mama shiramaha. This is a thing that is going to happen every human being. But next shloka will be there. Yes, we will come out of it. We will be successful. Let us concentrate on reaching the success, crossing the hurdles. Okay, most important shloka in my life. Thank you, sir. Very nice.
Thank you, sir. We'll chant the whole shloka once and go to the next one. Drishtamantah puram sarvam drishta ravanayoshitah na sita drishyate sadhvi vritha jato mama shramah.
दृष्टमन्तः पुरं सर्वं दृष्टा रावणयोषितः न सीता दृश्यते साध्वी वृथा जातो मम श्रमः दृष्टमन्तः पुरं सर्वं दृष्टा रावणयोषितः न सीता दृश्यते साध्वी वृथा जातो मम श्रमः.
Very nice.
Thank you, sir. We will go to the next. Doing the Shamala then, sir?
Yeah. Manikya.
Manikya. Okay. I'm sharing.
Now you see, we have another important shloka in praise of Goddess Saraswati. Shyamala Dandakam, you must have heard. Yes. Here actually today we are showing another important, this already you must have got it by heart. But even then, it is worth re-remembering it. Now let us start learning this shloka. Manikya Veenam. Please repeat.
Manikya Veenam
Upalalayantim Madalasam Manjula Vagvilas. Oh, depends, sir. One time. Manjula
Vagvilasam
Mahendra Neeladyuti Komalangim Matanga Kanyam Manasa Smarami Again once more. Manikya Veena Mupalalayantim Madalasam Manjula Vagvilasam Mahendra Neeladyuti Komalangim Matanga Kanyam Manasa Smarami This shloka is in praise of Shyamala Devi. Shyamala Devi is one form of goddess Saraswati or Chandi Paramatma, Chandi Paradevata or Durga Devata. We have several names, several forms of the same. Here, this shloka was created by a great poet called Kalidasa. Kalidasa originally was a very dull boy. He never studied anything. He doesn't know anything. But he got the grace of goddess, Kali, Mahakali. She is Vagbhava Bija Adhishtatri. Vagbhava, that is for the speech sense. She is the controlling deity. She got pleased with this boy. She has written something on his tongue. Then immediately started praising her. Shyamala Dandakam, that is called. So in that Shyamala Dandakam, it is composed by Kalidasa instantly. This is a starting poem. Then what actually is described in this goddess Saraswati, how it is appearing to him. She is having a Veena in her hands. What type of Veena? That Veena was studded with the gems. Manikya Veenam Upalalayantim, slowly changing the tunes on the Veena. The Veena is highly beautiful, highly decorated with the gems, Navaratnas, particularly with the Manikyas. Madalasam, she is slightly tired. Manjula Vagvilasam, once she starts speaking, uttering a letter, it will be captivating everybody. Such a powerful voice she got, attractive voice, a honey-tongued lady goddess. Manjula Vagvilasam, Mahendra Neeladyuti Komalangi, among all the gems, the blue diamond is there, Neelam, Indra Neelam Manikyam we call it, Indra Neelam Manikyam. That is, its colors will be, the rays coming out of that gem will be highly attractive. Now this Saraswati goddess in the form of Shyamala, she is slightly bluish in color. And her body is having shining, radiating the rays. And how she is, so tender body, Komalangi, very tender body. If she just touch that part, maybe become slightly polluted by our hands. So tender, just like our very, very young kids. Mahendra Neeladyuti Komalangi, very tender parts of the body she is having. At the same time, she is having radiating the blue rays. That type of lady, she also has got another name, Matanga Kanyam. Shyamala Devi is said to be appearing in the Samadhi of Matanga Mahamuni. Some people say, Matanga Kanyam, that type of goddess Saraswati, now is appearing in this form. Manasa Smarami. I concentrate on her form and then I go into Samadhi state. Let me remember her before I start anything else. That is, before you start writing any poem, yes, you remember Goddess Saraswati. Going to the examination hall, yes, you please remember Goddess Saraswati. She will help you. Immediately, whatever you have studied, you prepared at home. They will be coming to your mind immediately, otherwise you will be forgetting. But once you got the grace of Goddess Saraswati, everything will be coming into your hands. So fast you will be writing. No, always, one more thing I will say. Suppose you are having an examination for 3 hours, let us say. How many pages you can write? With 25 lines per page. That you should keep it. Number of pages, not waste matter. Fully description of all the answers. You should be reaching at least 50 pages in 3 hours. You can remember at what? With 25 lines per page. Like that, at least 50 pages you should write within 3 hours. You should practice. It is possible. We have done it. That is how much preparation. Your physical preparation is not sufficient. Goddess Saraswati must be feeling as if she herself is writing. You ask for additional papers. You should be going on asking. You should completing them and then writing it further. Like that. That will come only when Goddess Saraswati have full grace upon you. We wish you should get it. Okay? Manasas Maran. Always let us have it. have a target, writing 50 pages in the examination hall within 3 hours with 25 lines per page. Okay. How much preparation you should have? The preparation itself is Goddess Saraswati. She will make you successful. You will be number one always. If you can write more number of pages, I will be extremely happy. Not restricted to 50, but not less than 50. Let us have it some target. Start preparation. Thank you, sir. Please recite again. Once more, sir. Manikya Veena Mupalalayantim.
Manikya-veena-mupalayantim
Madalasam Manjula Vagvilasam.
Madalasam Manjula-Vagvilasam
Mahendra Neeladyuti Komalangim.
Mahendra-Neeladyuti-Komalangim
Matanga Kanyam Manasa Smarami.
Matanga-Kanyam Manasa Smarami.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now, let
now
me
we-
take up the next shloka also. Then our Dr. Murthy can take over. That is our mathematical shloka. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now,
I have only projected, yeah, sorry, sir. I have projected only first portion, but
that's
there is
sufficient. That's sufficient. That's sufficient. Only one shloka. Now, again, come back to our subject of mathematics. As recorded in Sanskrit literature, this shloka was written not by any other person but by sage Valmiki. Valmiki himself has written mathematics in Valmiki Ramayana. Can you imagine? Valmiki started writing, is Ramakatha he is writing or he is telling mathematics? Actually, the great mathematics, because he has recorded in Ramayana, we are able to know it today. How much the subject Rama, Sri Rama studied mathematics, how much mathematics Hanuman studied, those things we will be knowing only when, how much mathematics Ravana also studied subsequently. Those things could be understood only because of these shlokas. Now let us read out one shloka. Today only one shloka for all of us. Please, I will be telling. మీరు చెప్పినా సరే వాళ్ళు పిల్లలు చెప్పినా సరే శతం
Shatam
శతసహస్రాణం
Shatasahasranam
కోటిమాహు
Kotimahuhu
మనీషిణః
Manishinaha
శతం
Shatam
కోటిసహస్రాణం
Kotisahasranam
శంకుః
Shankuhu
ఇత్యభిధీయతే.
Ityabhidhiyate
అది శతం ఇంకొకసారి అండి. శతం శతసహస్రాణం
Shatam Shatasahasranam
కోటిమాహుర్మనీషిణః
Kotimahurmanishinaha
శతం కోటిసహస్రాణం
Shatam Kotisahasranam
శంకురిత్యభిధీయతే.
Shankurityabhidhiyate.
Here the meaning you see, number systems normally we know 1, 10, 10, multiply every word by 10. 1. If you multiply 1 by 10, you will be getting 10. 10 again multiplied by 10, 100. That 100 multiplied by 10, 1000. 1000 multiplied by 10, 10,000. 10,000 multiplied by 10, 1 lakh. Then 1 lakh multiplied by 10, 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs multiplied by 10, 1 crore. This normally we note it. So 1 crore, how many thousands are there? Now he is asking. Shata Sahasram, Shata means 100. 100,000 constitute 1 lakh. Shata Sahasra means 1 lakh. That type of 100 lakhs we will be getting for Koti. This is a shloka in Ramayana. Please note it. You have to get by heart. I will ask every child subsequently. Shata means 100. Sahasra means 1,000. Shata Sahasra means 1 lakh. Shata Laksha is called, that is Shata Sahasra is 1 crore. Okay, up to quote, normally up to koti we call it. Crore means 1 koti. Telugulo koti antam. Like that, here 1 lakh crores, koti sahasranam, that is 1000 crores. Shatam koti sahasranam, that is 1 lakh crores. What is the name? We got Shanku. That is, we got Shatasahasranam, Shatam Shatasahasranam, 100 lakhs, 1 crore. Like that, 1 lakh crores. What is the word? Now we'll call it 1 lakh crores. No. Valmiki has given a name. Shanku. Shanku means how much? 1 lakh crores. Please remember. Shanku means 1 lakh crores here. Now this, in the numbers we say, koti means 1 followed by 7 zeros. But Shanku means 1 followed by 12 zeros. Hereafter I will be adding 5 zeros. 1 followed by 12 zeros is called as Shanku. Very great, richest mathematics. Varun has never seen. That was recorded in our Valmiki Ramayana. Please remember it. Please get by heart. This is part of our Vedic mathematics. Okay, sir? Please get by. Only one more. Once more we will conclude, sir. Shatam Shatasahasranam
Shatam Shatasahasranam
Koti Mahurmanishinaha
Koti Mahurmanishinaha
Shatam Koti Sahasranam
Shatam Koti Sahasranam
Shankurithyabhidhiyate.
Shankurithyabhidhiyate.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you. You cannot find this. You cannot put this number in your calculator. You can even try.
Yes, sir.
Your calculator cannot fit this number.
But we will be getting one number. 1 followed by 62 zeros. Up to that we will be telling the story. 1 followed by 62 zeros. You can see how those words you will be learning. Now I invite our Dr. Murthy garu.
No, sir.
Please take over. Sir, the time is about 20, you said about 20 to 25 minutes.
Yeah, I can
So,
finish.
because our next session, our Bhaskar garu will be waiting. So
Okay,
you could take about 22, 23 minutes, but not
Right.
exceeding 25 minutes by any means, sir.
Okay, okay. I will finish it up.
Okay, sir. 5 minutes before 9 o'clock, if you can hand over.
One question to Indraganti sir, Venkat garu. This video is also there, right? Next is
Yes,
4
sir.
minutes. That also you are to
Oh.
present at the point of time when I said, okay?
Video. Okay, I have to check while you do.
No, at the last, not after this my talk.
If it is in the part of the presentation, we can show.
Sir, I sent only the PowerPoint presentation to our Venkat garu, sir.
Achha, the video is not there. Video also I have sent.
Achha, I have not verified. I thought only PPT, but I have not verified a full mail.
Can you send meanwhile within 2 minutes or 3 minutes so that that
Okay.
is also.
You can.
Yeah, we'll
try to
continue,
manage.
sir. We'll continue, sir. Yeah.
You try to manage, sir.
Yeah.
So I'll be going into hiding. Huh? Thank you, sir. Thank you.
My blessings and subhagas, Asis Lamandar, boys and girls. Let us know our scientists. One more said last week I said one scientist. And today we will discuss and present our boss, Sri Sir Jagadish Chandra Bose, Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose. Children, do you know who has invented radio? At our points of time, when we are children, we don't have these phones, smartphones, smart TVs, internet, Wi-Fi, etc. We just had a radio. Only in the radio we used to have news and other things, entertainment. Everything is only a radio when we were at your age. Now, you children have enough smart TVs, smartphones. Without smartphone and Wi-Fi, they will not go. You are present at this point of time. We are on Wi-Fi. We are all speaking from various across the world, and we are speaking each other. So what is this phenomena? What is this Wi-Fi? He is the inventor, Dr. Sir Jagadish Chandra Bose. People may think that radio is invented by Marconi. No, Marconi is not invented. It is Sri Jagadish Chandra Bose he has invented. So let us find out what is his how his education and how he has done his research on this Wi-Fi, radio waves, and also plants. Let us learn about it next. First, to start with, he has made a Kohinoor crystal radio detector, that is 60 mega microwave hazards microwave apparatus with a galvanometer, crystal detector, etc. He has prepared these type of instruments to make the waves, microwaves. Next, please. Next, please. Bose is the Bengali, is the radio of the communications. Bose is a Bengali polymath and a physicist, biologist, botanist, etc., archaeologist, and scientific fiction writer. Bose pioneered the investigation of radio and microwaves optics. He is recognized as one of the fathers of radio science. He was the first person from the Indian subcontinent to have the US patent in 1904. Bose, if he would have stayed in Europe, he could have Nobel Prize, but because he stayed in India, he could not get Nobel Prize, but he's most better than a Nobel laureate. Next, please. Bose is the inventor of the wireless telegraphy, but he has not patented. That is the biggest problem that he has done, but that's why his name is not coming. After 2 years of Bose has published this, Marconi claimed that he invented the radio waves and got the credit. Bose fabricated high-sensitive to iron mercury iron coherent detector radio waves with a telephone detector, and he has announced the development of high mercury and high coherent telephone detector. Bose also the existence of positive and negative type of semiconductors, and presented several papers at the Royal Society, London, and has praised his scientific thought. In the year 1900, Bose has appreciations from Western and Eastern side of scientists across the globe. Next, please. Next. Another photograph, this is a crescograph. This is another instrument he has invented to know the plant's nervous system. You know, the trees, plants, nervous system, they have got the cell membrane potential. This is another type of this one. All the microwaves has projected into the trees and said that the plants have nervous systems and the feelings. Next, please. Jagdish Chandra Bose has showed experimentally the plants to have life. He invented an instrument, and Bose invented milliwaves into the generation of transmission and reception of solid state diode. And Bose, the first scientist to demonstrate the prove that plants possess a nervous system and feel pain also. That is what he has invented. And let us see how his birth. Next, please. Next. And let us see his birth, his education, and how he has performed the research on this Wi-Fi and plants. He was born in 1858 in the birthplace called Mymensingh, that is in Bangladesh now, but earlier it was at that point of time only India. And his father is Bhagavan Chandra Bose and mother is Basa Sundari. He is a Bengali medium. He has studied in Faridapur. Next, please. And later he went in 1969 to the Xavier College, Calcutta, and prestigious college, very famous college, established sometime in 1860 itself, and got first class BA degree in physics and in 1879. Next, please. Bose's father did not want to become a civil servant. He doesn't want an administrator, but he wanted to be helpful to the common man, which he could not get by becoming the civil servant. So he was decided to Bose to study the medicine in England. So he planned to send him to the to go to England and have the medicine further. But because his financial conditions is not good, and so his aptitude to Bose is contact with the next previous, please. Yeah, Bose's father as a medical leave, and Bose was very courageous and rapidly agreed to send him to England colleges, and Bose sailed to Europe. In 80, London University he went and studied medicine, and he could not pursue because of the illness, and he left. In 82, he left the medicine and joined in the Cambridge for BSc Natural Sciences and got the degree in Cambridge and returned to India in 1885. He is shuffling from England, London to India many times, and that's how performed his studies. Next, please. Next. Yeah, he's from the beginning he's having scientific aptitude, and in the Xavier's College he's contacted one Mr. Professor Eugen Lafont. He liked him very much, and Lafont has initiated his special emphasis in science teaching, etc. So Lafont was the first to give the popular lectures to the Indian Association of Cultivation. There is an association there, and Bose used to mingle with them for the scientific research. Next, please. And he is a professor in physics and Presidency College, a very prestigious post for teaching in that college. And Bose has joined as the professor in that Presidency College, and Lord Ripon has recommended to be the professor in that scientific sciences in the Presidency College, Calcutta. Next, please. He is a permanent professor. Bose, when he has joined, he has not given a full salary. He just given just 100 rupees per month. And that is not only 1/3 of the professor that England or European professor. But Bose has refused that salary and worked for 3 years without salary. And later they found that this man's science is very appreciated, and he has given full salary and then professorship also permanent in that one. Next, this is all in his teaching. But his wife, Lady Abala Bose, is the inspiration to go to the research. And next, please. He used to, in 1935, decided to pursue scientific research instead of teaching. He shifted all his teaching to the research, to do the research work, and he conducted research in a 24, a very small room in the Presidency College. The Presidency College, they are not allowed him to utilize the scientific apparatus. So Bose has made his own scientific experimental equipments and apparatus, and started his research work. Next, please. And inspired by the properties of Oliver's Lodge, a book he has studied, and he has proceeded with his coherer instrumentation for radio microwaves presentations. Next, please. And he was deputed to England by the Presidency College, and there England for 6 months in 1896, where he demonstrated all his radio microwave presentations and how he started his research, and all he just presented in England and scientists and James Thomson at that point of time, and Lord Kelvin and Lord, very famous scientists, they appreciated this Bose work, and he has presented a lot of research papers in that in the electrical rays, and in the Society of London by Raleigh. The paper was read by the Royal Society in December 1895, and he is accepted for publication in the scientific proceedings of January 1996. He started an electrician. Next, please. And he got DSc from the London University, but because of his work, and they published a publication called The Electrician, and he's the editor as a prominent periodical devoted to the electrical matters, and his papers were presented and started this electrician magazine, the journal, scientific magazine. The Royal Society accepted the paper for publications, and that is how he has given the DSc. Next, please. Doctor of Science. And Lord Kelvin congratulated Bose, and many people, many scientists congratulated Bose for his excellent inventions. Next, please. And again, he was deputed for the British Association lectures, and where Bose presented a lot of papers in that association. Again, when we went to the England for presentation of the papers. Next, please. And the Royal Society has invited him to make to deliver the lectures on the electric rays. And again, next, please, next. This is also. This is the photograph at the Royal Institution of London. And he also worked at the Davy Faraday's lab. There is a great laboratory, and British Association has opted him to have the Faraday's laboratory. He can conduct the proceedings and research in that particular laboratory. And he's invited by the Dewar to work in the Davy Faraday's laboratory at the Royal Institution, and Bose has agreed to that and started his work again. Next, please. And again, this is about the radio waves, and let us discuss 5 minutes on plants. What are the plants' inventions? Fascinated by the peculiar behavior of the electrical wave receiver, he seems to show the fatigue after prolonged use, but revive its original sensitivity after rest. Bose took up the scientific, systematic study of understanding the phenomena of plants. He started believing the metals too had feelings. From metals to turn his attention to the plants. And they found that the plants responding more favorably to his experimental than the former. Bose thought that he has to hit upon the unity of the natural world between living and non-living, and he fully devoted this line of investigation. Next, please. Feelings of plants and animals. Plants also will have feelings, that's what he says. On the similarity of response by inorganic living matter, before Paris International Congress of Physicists, they are invited, and it was the first time to science to compare the parallel response to the excitation of living tissues with thought of inorganic matter. Bose lectures on plant and nervous system at Sorbonne, Paris. He has presented these plant nervous systems applications with instrumentation, and he has delivered lectures in that in Paris meet. Bose also got discourages and criticisms for his work, and Bose has first discouraged his on these issues from the Western scientists, but later they realized there is a lot of value in this, and Bose's paper presentation at the Royal Society in 1901 ordered the reason. But somehow he managed to get the deputation, his deputation extended, and proved that the plants' phenomena of nervous systems and pain and how the plants will feel, that he has presented at the British University. Next, please. And he got and everybody appreciated, and he got a lot of awards, and the Order of Indian Empire, and the Order of Star of India, and Fellow of Royal Society, which is a very famous, and President 14th Session of Indian Congress here, and National Committees, lot of awards. He has distinguished awards from the British as well as in India at that point of time. Next, please. So, one second, here. So these are the various researches on the radio waves he has done, and really we are all enjoying this Wi-Fi system, internet, all these things just because of him. He is the Father. And let us not forget Bose. Bose is the supreme, and he is our inventor of the Wi-Fi that we are all, entire globe, entire people of the global are enjoying, including today, this event because of him. So let us have a small video. Is it video is ready, sir? Or audio is ready?
This is the story of Jagdish Chandra Bose, the greatest scientist ever lived. Yes, I would place him right at the top. And not just me, many other scientists believe it too. But many of us don't even know about J.C. Bose. J.C. Bose. He wasn't born in ideal conditions. He was born in India in 1858. In an India that was constantly abused by the British. He went to a vernacular Bengali school, and that was his father's choice. He wanted his son to master his own language first. He was raised in a home committed to pure Indian traditions. He was sent to England to be a doctor, but he failed because he couldn't stand the odor. But that led him to physics. He came back to India and he was the professor of physics at the Presidency College, Calcutta. He was paid just 100 rupees a month. This was just 1/3 of any Britisher with the same qualification. Even with all these obstacles, his inventions changed the world. In 1895, Sir J.C. Bose used electromagnetic waves to ring a bell from the distance of 75 feet, passing through walls, just like Wi-Fi. This was 2 years before Marconi invented the radio. Marconi used Bose's mercury coherer that makes radio communication possible. Marconi rushed to commercialize the use of radio, whereas Bose didn't even want to patent this discovery. And not just radio. Bose generated 5mm electromagnetic waves 60 GHz before instruments were even evolved to measure frequencies that low. The millimeter wave that J.C. Bose was working on is the backbone of 5G technology. But that's not the end of J.C. Bose's inventions. On 10th May 1901, he demonstrated that plants are also sensitive to heat, cold, light, noise, and other things that animals react to, even love. He showed that a tree planted close to calm, soothing music grows faster and healthier as compared to disturbing offbeat music. He proved that plants also feel pain. When the roots of a plant are dipped in poison, the plant screams like any animal. He was the one who proposed the idea of it. Recently, a German scientist said that trees talk to each other, echoing what Bose had said many, many years ago. He invented many instruments that are still in use in microwave technology. He is one of the first Indian science fiction writers. He was so ahead of his time that he was borderline controversial. All of his life, he worked from a room that was just 24 square feet big. That's smaller than this room, because he lived in a colonized India. He was always denied access to a full equipped laboratory. But he believed that true laboratory is in the mind, where behind illusions we uncover the laws of truth. India's contribution to the world is zero. How many times have you heard this statement? I want this to change. When people think about India, people talk a lot about our culture, but far less about our contribution to the modern world. I want this statement to change. I want people to give examples of not just Einstein, Edison, and Marconi, but also of Bose. The question is, was Bose stupid not to patent his inventions? And the answer is no. Bose was not stupid, he was a pure scientist. And he knew that people can use his work as a base to invent something even greater. His contribution was the founding stone of wireless communication, Wi-Fi, radio, internet that we enjoy today. And he was happy to be underground as long as he made the foundation strong. And that's exactly India's contribution to the world. Throughout history, we made the foundations of our modern world strong. And that's the reason why I love India.
So thank you very much. So children, did you see how with our scientist Bose? So let us, it is an inspiration to our children to have them become the great scientist of future. I wish you all.
Thank you, Murthy.
Let us have next scientist in the next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Murthy. Thank you. So Balabhaskar Garu. So just once again announcing next week class is 1 hour behind. So if you are at 8 p.m. India time, it will be 7 p.m. India time. Except the US time, all other times can go back 1 hour.
Uh, I posted a chat. Please focus on class, not on chat box, because most of the people are focusing on chat box. So that's not encouraged. When some elder persons are teaching, if you are chatting in the chat box, what it means. So please use the chat box wisely. So immediately admin has disabled the chat box if you have observed. So please use it wisely. Don't post any unwanted things. You can post regarding the doubts, but don't post any unwanted things. That's my humble request.
So you want me to open the chat again?
Now it is okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, as Balbhaskar said, please use it only for any specific question answers for this class. And yeah, somebody has a question before 1 second. That whether is it the same Shiva J.C. Bose who's invented the Bose systems? No, it's a different Bose. Okay, Amar Bose is the one for the Bose speakers. I just wanted to clarify. But he's also an Indian. Bose speakers is also invented by Indian. He's a millionaire, Bengali born. It's a different Bose. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Last week we have discussed Ekadikana Purvena, Antyoh Dasakepi, and Ekanyunana Purvena. 2 cases we have discussed. Equal number of digits on both sides, less number of digits in the previous number we have discussed. Today we are going to discuss the third case. Somebody in last week pinged, if the previous number has more digits than number of nines, what will happen? Please listen carefully. Okay, if you don't listen now, once again you will ping the same question in the chat box. Okay, so please listen carefully. We have discussed Ekanyunera Purvena. Ekanyunera Purvena means meaning. Oh, sorry, I'll put it in English also. Meaning 1 less than previous number. 1 less than. Eka means 1, Nunena means less than, Purvena means previous number. Purvena, if you take it as a word, it is previous, but in mathematical context we are speaking, that's why previous number. When to use? To multiply 2 numbers if at least one number has all its digits as nines. Digits as nines. That means one number should be like 9, 99, 999, 9999, 99,999. So like this, then one number should be like this. That means a number having all its digits as nines. Okay, we discussed case 1, equal number of digits both sides. Both sides are in both numbers, equal number of digits in both numbers. That means 9999 into 3456. Here 4 nines are there, here 4 digits are there. Equal number of digits in both numbers. Then the answer is just subtract 1 from this. 3456 minus 1, 3455. Next part is subtract 3 from 9 and 4 from this, means subtract from left to right. Normally you will do subtraction from right to left, but now you will do from left to right. 9 minus 3, 6. 9 minus 4, 5. 9 minus 5, 4. 9 minus 5, 4. And that is the answer. Answer is 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 5, 4, 4. Okay. Equal number of digits both sides. Now, for your practice, you please do this. 729. And please ping in chat box. Now you please respond in chat box. For this reason, we are enabled the chat box. Okay. Good, very good. Now I am giving the last chance. If anybody didn't understand, please ping in the chat box privately or to everyone. Because this is third time I am discussing. Now I will go to the next case. Please ping me privately or to everyone. Any difficulty in this equal number of digits? Okay. Okay. No issue. I'll explain. Now, simple. Let's start with the single digit. I know every one of you know the ninth table, but still do it with the Ekanyunena Purvena process. Means 9 into 8. What is the answer? You know, 72. Everyone knows it. Just subtract 1 from this. How much? 8 minus 1. 7. 9 minus 7, how much? 9 minus 7. 9 minus 7 is 2. The answer is 72. With Ekanyunena Purvena, we did it. With Ekanyunena Purvena, we are doing like 9 into 8. Now, 8 minus 1 is 7. 9 minus 7 is 2. 72. 9 8s are 72. That is the answer. This is the answer. Okay. Now you do, every one of you do ninth table using Ekanyunena Purvena technique, not with your memory. Just using Ekanyunena Purvena technique, you do it. Equal number of digits both sides, right? 9 into 7. 7 minus 1, 6. 9 minus 6, 3. Okay. You can understand. So equal number of digits both sides. Single digit this side and single digit this side. Yes. 7 minus 1, 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. 63. Okay. Now do it with a two-digit number. Two-digit number 99 into 87. Let us take 87. 87 minus 1, how much? 86. 87 minus 1, 86. 9 minus 8, 1. 9 minus 6, 3. This is the answer, 8613. See, just I am circling, just you can understand with that. These two came from the 87 minus 1. That is the answer. 87 minus 1, 86. 9 minus 8 and 9 minus 6. 9 minus 8 is 1. Here 1. And 9 minus 6 is 3. Okay. Once again, one more number. 999 into 365. So this is the all lines number. This is the previous number. Previous number means we have to according to mantra ekanyunena purvena means one less than previous number. This is the previous number. Sub 365 minus 1, how much? 364. Okay. Now you subtract 364 from 999. From left to right you perform. 9 minus 3, 6. 9 minus 6, 3. 9 minus 4, 5. That is the final answer. Sri Sahiti, I am expecting a response from you. Okay, thank you. Now, do few more, just to reinforce what you learned. Into 4, 5, 6, 7. Please do. Yeah. Very good. That means you are not doing the entire multiplication. With Ekanyunena Purvena technique, you are telling the answer clearly. Okay. So, okay. Thank you. Next one is, I am giving a magic number that a calculator cannot do, but you can do. Okay. 9 nines and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Please ping the answer. See, with these techniques, we are calculating faster than the calculator, right? Means calculator cannot do 9 digit into 9 digit, but we are able to do it. Yeah, great. So when you are starting, start with a single digit, then do double digit, then do triple digit, and then a very bigger number. Okay. Yeah, great. Yeah. Very good. Srihari Shanmukha. Very good. Next question is 10 digit number into 10 digit number. Same thing. 10 digit number into 10 digit number. Now start answering.
Mahalaya, I have a question.
10 nines and I added 0 here. 10 nines. Previously 9 nines up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 only. Now I added 0 also. Here 10 digits, 10 nines. Sorry. You have to think. Don't apply the things blindly. Don't apply the things blindly. Okay? I'll show you the answer. Just wait. When 0 is there, just subtract from the 2 digits. 90 minus 1, 89. If you catch that logic, that's over. That's all. Remaining, you know. That is the answer. So here, when you are doing maths, more concentration and focus is required. Okay? Okay. Leave it. Don't show me. I cannot see everyone's through screen. Okay? So when here 89 comes, 9 minus 9, 0 will come. Observe your answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. 9, 0, right? It will become 8, 9. Since it is 9, 0, right? It will become 8, 9. Then do the subtraction. 9 minus 9 will become 0, right? Last one. Just check your answers. Okay? Be careful when the last digit is 0. When the last digit is 0, you have to subtract it from last 2 digits. 90 minus 1, 89. Keep the previous digits as it is. And 90 minus 0, 89. Now do the subtraction. 9 minus 1, 8. 9 minus 2, 7. 9 minus 3, 6. 9 minus 4, 5. 9 minus 5, 4. 9 minus 6, 3. 9 minus 7, 2. 9 minus 8, 1. 9 minus 8, 1. 9 minus 9, 0. Right? Getting? Right. Next. Coming down. 5 digit into 5 nines into 72876. Please ping the answer. 7 to 8, 7, 5. Yeah. 2, 7, 1, 2, 4, 1, 4. Okay. 7 to 8, 7, 6. Minus 1. That means 7 to 8, 7, 5. 9 minus 7, 2. 9 minus 2, 7. 9 minus 8, 1. 9 minus 7, 2. 9 minus 5, 4. This is the answer. 7 to 8, 7, 5. 2, 7, 1, 2, 4. Okay. Next one. Less number of digits in case 2. Less number of digits in previous number. That also we discussed last week, but still I am repeating. Next, if a previous number has less number of digits, that means into 234. Here 4 nines are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 3 digits are there. Then you have to add left appending zeros to balance the number of digits both sides. That means how many zeros we have to add here? Left side of a previous number. Left side of a previous number is 1 0 you have to add, because here 4 digits are there, here 3 digits are there. Just put 1 0. So number of digits on both sides will be balanced. Now you do that. 0 to 2 3 4 minus 1, 2 3 3 only, but you will write 0 2 3 3 to balance the number of digits. Now 9 minus 0 is 9, 9 minus 2 is 7, 9 minus 3 is 6, 9 minus 3 is 6. Right? So extra appending zeros we have to add. If this side 4 nines are there, the previous number also should have 4 digits. So if 4 digits are not there, just add left appending zeros. Srihari, don't show. I am not able to see your screen because I am sharing the screen. A small icon will be appeared. From that I can't check your notes. Okay. Now do for another number into 67. You do 67. 4 nines into 67. Varun Nanduri, don't go too fast. I am covering all the things. I will cover. Case 3 is if less number of nines are there. I will cover, don't worry. If it is possible, in this session I will cover. If not, in next session I will cover. If time permits, today itself I will discuss. Otherwise, we have to go with everyone. Okay. Just append 2 zeros to balance the number of digits. 4 digits on this side, 4 nines are there. This side also, the previous number also should have 4 digits. But we have only 2 digits. Just to balance the number of digits, we are adding 2 zeros on left side. Now 0 0, 67 minus 1, 6 6. 9 minus 0 is 9. 9 minus 0 is 9. 9 minus 6 is 3. 9 minus 6 is 3. Okay. That is the answer. Final answer is 66, 99, 33. Okay. Next one. You people, please do this. 8. 4 9s are there. 8 is there. Single digit 8. Srivatsa, you didn't do subtraction. 0 0 8 minus 1, right? 7 0 0 0 7, and then you have to do the subtraction. 8 minus 1 7, that means 0 0 0 7. 9 minus 0 9, 9 minus 0 9, and 9 minus 0 9, and 9 minus 7 2. This is the answer. 79,992. This is the answer. (92) answer. Somebody is thinking 91. Okay. See, even you did a PhD or some great thing, if you are missing focus, some digit will go wrong in maths. Here, focus and concentration is highly required. When you are doing math, you must focus and you should have a concentration. Okay.
Mahalaya, I have a question.
Yeah.
So you have to cancel the zeros before the number, right?
Okay. We have to cancel, but why we are adding is to balance the number of digits. Actually, this is only having units place. But if you are able to do it just within a units place, that is okay. But normally we will confuse. That's why better to include.
Okay.
This side, you have only units place digit, only one digit. So in units place only you have to place. If you are able to do it without zeros, that is okay. But it is not encouraged. Mostly you will confuse. That's why to avoid confusions, we will put those zeros. If those zeros are there, you will not confuse and you will not make mistakes. This is a safe way to avoid mistakes.
Yeah, because when I saw the answer,
When you are seeing the answer, final answer, you remove the zeros. But when you are in the process, please add zeros, left appending zeros. Otherwise, it will create a lot of confusion.
once I saw in chat, it only said 79992, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. It's okay. If you put zeros left side, it won't make any value difference. Okay. Clear? Okay. Next, all of you must do 9th table with Ekanyunena Purvena only. Equal number of digits both sides. Like 9 minus 1, 8, 9 minus 8, 81. 9 minus 8, 9 into 8, 8 minus 1, 7, 9 minus 7, 2. And 9 into 7, 7 minus 1, 6, 9 minus 6 is 3. 6 minus 1, 5, 9 minus 5, 4. Next, 9 into 5, 5 minus 1, 4, 9 minus 4 equal to 5. That means 9 5s are 45. 9 into 4, 4 minus 1, 3, 9 minus 3, 6. 9 4s are 36. Next, 9 into 3, 3 minus 1 is 2, 9 minus 2 is 7. 9 3s are 27. 9 into 2, 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1, 1, 9 minus 1, 8. 9 2s are 18. Let us see in 9 into 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 9 minus 0 is 9. 9 ones are 9. So, entire ninth table, you do it with Ekanyunana Purvena technique. Then you will understand Ekanyunana Purvena without any doubts. Okay. I will take case 3. If a previous number has more number of digits than number of nines in the next session. Now, today time up. So, handing over to Venkat Garu.
ఇందాక ఎవరో శ్లోకం ఏదో చదువుతానని అన్నారు పిల్లవాడు. ఎవరో చేయొత్తండి ఒకసారి. లాస్ట్ వీక్ శ్లోకం కంఠస్థం చేసిన వాళ్ళు ఎవరెవరు ఉన్నారు? వెంకట గారు ఉన్నారా? ప్లీజ్ కంటిన్యూ. మీరు రాలేదు, నేను మాట్లాడుతున్నాను. లాస్ట్ వీక్ చెప్పిన శ్లోకం ఎవరో ఇందాక రైట్ చేశారు. చాలా మంది పెట్టారు. ఒకసారి వాడిని చదవమని చెప్పండి. కొంతమంది ఇదిగా ఉంటాయి.
శ్రీహరి చెప్తావా శ్లోకం? చేతులెత్త. కామేశ్వరి. ఓకే, చెప్పమ్మా.
ఓం జ్ఞానానందమయం దేవం నిర్మలస్ఫటికాకృతిం ఆధారం సర్వ విద్యానాం హయగ్రీవముపాస్మహే. గురుగారు ఈరోజు క్లాస్లో ఇది కూడా నేను చెప్పచ్చా? మాణిక్య వీణాముపలాలయంతి మదాలసా మంజుల వాగ్విలాసా మహేంద్ర నీలద్యుతి కోమలాంగి మాతంగ కన్యా మనసా స్మరామి.
ఎక్సలెంట్.
చాలా మంది చేతులు. స్కంద చేయెత్తాడు. చెప్తావమ్మా నువ్వు? స్కంద నువ్వేం చెప్తావు? SPVRSK ఎవరు చెప్పమ్మా? చేయెత్తావు.
నేను జ్ఞానానందమయం దేవం చెప్తాను. ఏంటంటే అది నాకు మా అమ్మ ముందరే చెప్పేసింది. నేను రోజు దేవుడు దండం పెట్టుకునేటప్పుడు చెప్పుకుంటా. జ్ఞానానందమయం దేవం నిర్మల స్ఫటికాకృతిం ఆధారం సర్వ విద్యానాం హయగ్రీవముపాస్మహే.
వెరీ గుడ్. 9:37 అయింది.
క్లోజ్ చేద్దామా? ఇంకా అయితే అందరికీ బాగా ఈ శ్లోకాలన్నీ వస్తున్నాయి కనుక చాలా సంతోషం. మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ శ్లోకాలు ఉన్నాయి. ఇంకా అందరూ చేతులు ఎత్తేసారమ్మా. ప్రపంచం అంతా చేతులు ఎత్తేసింది. ఎందుకు తెలుసా? మీకు సబ్జెక్ట్ వచ్చేస్తుందని చేతులు ఎత్తేసారు వాళ్ళు. చేతులు ఎత్తేసారంటే రెండు అర్థాలు. రైజింగ్ ది హ్యాండ్స్, ఎస్ వీఆర్ రెడీ అని. చేతులు ఎత్తేసి ఇంక వాళ్ళ కాదు అని మిగతా వాళ్ళకి. నైస్, బాగుంది. బాగా చదవండి. మ్యాథ్స్ పద్యాలు శ్లోకాలు కూడా. మనకి పావులు పద్యాలు కొన్ని చెప్పుకున్నాం, మిగతా కొన్ని శ్లోకాలు చెప్పుకున్నాం. మీరు ఇంకొంచెం స్పీడ్గా ఉంటామంటే భాస్కరాచార్య లీలావతి గణితం శ్లోకాలు కూడా చెప్పేస్తాం ఇంకా. ఓకే, ఎంతో బాగుంటాయి. చిన్న చిన్న పద్యాలు, పెద్ద పెద్ద పద్యాలు ఉంటాయి. అలాగే ఇవాళ ఇక్కడ ఆపుకుందామమ్మా. ఇంకా మరి ప్లీజ్.
నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ ఇంకా మనం న్యూ థింగ్ చాలా కొత్త కొత్తవి నేర్చుకుంటాం. మోర్ నంబర్స్, శతం, సహస్రం, శంఖం వరకు నేర్చుకున్నామా? ఆ తర్వాత ఇంకా
అని చెప్పా. ఓం కాయేన వాచా మనసేంద్రియైర్వా బుద్ధ్యాత్మనా వా ప్రకృతే స్వభావాత్ కరోమి యద్యత్ సకలం పరస్మై నారాయణాయేతి సమర్పయామి. హరి ఓం తత్సద్బ్రహ్మార్పణమస్తు. శ్రీ సీతారామ. ఓం.